off there. She went and fell over.
Did she ever grab at the curtains?
No, she just fell over the chair and she just went down. I'm not lying about this.
Yo.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
wrong.
Even
I'm
though,
saying
I said
What's
that
up?
so many times, it's probably so old.
yeah,
37 out
unfortunately.
of 51. You're almost done.
Damn, you grinded.
Yeah, she just fell over and I was like,
Yeah,
oh
new
no,
season
no, no,
drop.
no, no,
So
no,
we get
no.
these new guns.
I got
after
very
finish
scared. I
the
didn't know
camo,
what to do.
And I'm done.
She
using
just
modern
laid
warfare
there.
guns, boy.
And
Yo, he said that
blood
pretty
Dude,
aggressive.
it didn't even let me switch
Yeah,
to
that's what I
that
was like,
guy.
easy there.
As you can see.
Make sure you enunciate that correctly.
And I was at her house
good,
and on
man.
her. I
You had a
didn't
new
know
spot?
what to do.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of something.
What's up, Zay?
Nice, nice.
Congrats on the new spot.
Yo,
As,
thanks,
okay,
bro.
as you're thinking, what are you doing?
I texted the homeowner. He's still
I,
out.
Oh,
I didn't
God,
know
it's
if
one
they
of
was
these
gonna get mad at
quests.
me if I told
These
them
are
the truth about
He's
the
still out.
gun
Country's
going off
closing
and
in
hitting me in the head about
I
that.
don't
I
even fucking
was like,
see the
Or
balls.
make something up. And,
That's what she
try to
said.
Bro, it's
actually
hot.
like me
I said,
still.
bro, it's
Don't want to be
warm in
around me.
here.
Yeah.
And well, first I
So
said
what
I
did you
didn't
do?
want to be a stickler,
So I
so I said
try to
like
make
at
up
the end.
like
But the first thing I
that
said
thing
was
I
like,
was telling y'all about
yo,
the man
is
and
there,
everything. I told her
is
about
there a
that
damn
and all about
lawnmower in
it.
the back? Cause
And I
the
just
grass is
moved her
getting
body
kind
out.
of high. Like it's at about like 6 inches.
I
In the front
picked
and
her
the
up
back
by
of
her
the crib.
sleeves. And I
So
just
he was
plugged
like,
her out.
yeah, there was
She-
some.
how
Hey
was
man,
she
I'm something
facing-
else with this Arkansas
She was
playbook.
just facing upwards.
He said
Adding bits
there
and
was
pieces of
somebody
truth to the
Consistent.
story makes it easier for
But,
Schmidt
I
to
guess
pass
he
this
stopped
off
calling
as
me.
the
Yeah.
truth.
I told him, bro. I was like, I'll cut the grass if the lawnmower and the electric one in the back will work, but I don't think it's gonna be able to tackle no 7 inch grass, bro. Like not no electric lawnmower. I don't think it's gonna do it.
Facts.
So
What you mean you can't handle 7 inches? I know you can.
Shit, she could probably take 7.
You
but
just
I
need to
ain't-
grab the
I
last
can't
4.
I can't take
I
that
fell
7.
Where are they?
You have to go back down. I think I got
Shove them
him, though.
way up your butt, Morty.
Yeah, you got 'em.
Way up there.
I told
Way
him,
up there.
I was like, I ain't trying to be a stickler, but bro, it's getting kind of hot in here, bro.
That's what normally happens to Rocket.
Cause I mean, it's getting hot in this bitch, and he was like, I keep the thermostat. The thermostat is set to keep the house at 72, and I'm like,
We got to shove him way up there, Morty.
That, yeah, okay.
Up there.
I told him I was like,
Oh!
it's getting hot, so he was like,
He literally teleported me 5 feet. to
I
get over
don't
to you.
understand that one, but okay.
Use
I
case.
hit stick perfectly.
Yeah.
The run can't explain that, but the hit stick I can.
He said he'll take it down. He turned it down a degree, so he did, and I'm not gonna lie, he turned it down a degree, and it actually helped out a little bit, bro. I'm not gonna.
Eddie, you know what that play actually
God.
reminded me of?
You gotta just get a window air conditioner, brother.
Oh,
Damn.
Bro, I got.
you know what
the fan
that
on full
scoop and
blast
score
in this
reminded me
bitch.
of?
You just gotta get a window AC, bro. It's that hot in there.
This ain't. It's.
You got a window, right?
It's only.
I mean, it
it's a
sounds like it's
PC,
hot in
bro.
there.
71, bro. 71's hot as shit,
71's
bro.
hot. 71's
That's
hot.
hot.
I keep my shit like 68, 65.
I
Yeah.
think 68.
Mine's set to 64, 60,
I'm not gonna lie, my
66,
electric bill
64
last
when I
month,
go to sleep.
God damn.
Oh yeah, it's high. But you know what?
It's just the
Fuck it, though.
PC.
rather be
like,
cool. Yeah.
when I'm running the PC, it just warms up. It, bro. I got the fan on full
Bro,
blast
like-
in this bitch, dog.
What kind of animation is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, you know what I like to do, Zay?
Dudes,
Lagging
I'll
now.
put I have my PC under my desk, so I'll put the fan like blowing under my desk away, like so it blows the hot air away, but like it blows into me first a little bit, and like that keeps me nice and cool for.
I mean, it's like it's a ceiling fan, so I've
Move,
tried-
man!
Oh yeah, you want
He's
to
just trying to
position
help,
it so
dude.
it takes the heat up.
Why are both
into
of our
the-
receivers
into the
last names
ceiling,
Brown?
just keeps it up there.
It is kind of positioned that way,
Just
but
Brown make good
Like
receivers.
the modes that it has.
Fast.
Or maybe it doesn't have modes like that. I know you can adjust the ceiling fans for updraft, downdraft.
once I
You mean summer, winter?
once I took the glass off, like, 'cause the case that I have has like a glass, and like once I realized that the computer was getting over like 60, 62 degree, like 62 Celsius, I was like, yeah, bro, I gotta take the glass off because it was just getting too hot. My computer never
That's-
gets over 65.
that's a-
bro.
That's good,
What?
bro.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I sit at like 65.
Bro, you can sit at like probably 75, 80 and like be fine.
Yeah.
But like 65, like that's
For a long
chilling,
time, bro, and it was fine.
Yeah.
It just feels hot because it probably just feels hot because you got your PC set up right. Like if you got your shit set up right, you're gonna have more air coming in.
Oh,
and you're gonna
dude,
be
like,
exhausted.
bro, the lag is
Straight
crazy.
hot air, bro. Like it'll be hot for sure. But no, that's
Yeah.
good. You're
The lag
chilling.
is
You
so
need that
choppy,
on, though.
bro.
Keep your shit. You
Like,
want
bro,
that
oh my
last one
God.
because that's what's maintaining that airflow.
Bro,
that,
it's
like,
so
negative
laggy.
Airflow, you know what I mean? Like that's creating the cool. So you take that off, like you're probably gonna end up running a little hotter.
So laggy
I
right now.
beg to
Oh my
differ,
God.
man. It started to cool down.
Wait, what do you
pretty-
have though? Do you have a water?
It's liquid cooling. Yeah.
Yeah, look. Okay, so your CPU probably be fine. I mean, yeah, I guess as long as your GPU's getting good airflow, you're chilling.
Ooh, the cat.
Bro, I couldn't
mean-
help it, bro. I had to text him, bro, because
think
I
it's warm.
started up again.
Nah,
and
you're
I
right.
was like, bro, it's just hot. Cause I'm in.
Eddie
I'm
ain't
in a
wrong. I
room.
get an AC. I get a window unit for sure.
I can get a window AC.
Oh,
No
100%.
doubt, bro.
ASAP. There you go. And you gotta think too, like, you got one room. Like,
Damn it.
you be all right.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you say something, be like, yo, I'll throw you like.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
about
I'm
to
not
lit
gonna say
up.
numbers
Because
'cause
I
don't
get
know,
it,
but-
and him turning it down a degree, I definitely get it, bro. He's paying on the utilities every month, and I mean he's out of the country, so it's not like he's here in the fucking heat in his crib. So I get it, I
Yeah.
definitely get it.
Oh, I understand. He's away.
Besides that though, like besides the lawn, I mean I need to clean the downstairs bathroom, I need to clean the upstairs bathroom, I need to clean the showers. 'Cause, I mean, the two other guys
That's
that I
like
live
your
with in here, like,
Job.
it's not like we don't have like assigned chores, but I'm just gonna bite the bullet because I don't like living in filth. I wasn't raised
Yeah,
that
I know.
way. So
Yeah, I feel you.
and the overall cleanliness of the crib is probably like a 5. So it's like right at par, if not right, like a little bit under par.
Oh, you got
Fuck,
lifted
man, little
up.
people, bro.
I need to give it a
Yeah.
nice clean. We got to take all it's trash day, so we got to make sure all the trash gets out. And I got to clean the bathrooms. But once I clean the bathrooms and clean the showers, like then I'll definitely feel comfortable bringing hose in here because right now the only thing that I'm comfortable with that's actually clean is my room. I got a
No
queen
shot.
size bed.
All's
the
on the
lag
right
is
side. It was
crazy.
out of bounds.
I got a queen size bed with fresh, fresh, Walmart comforter and sheets on, bro. I took a nap earlier, dog.
Yo, the lag is crazy.
Uh-oh. It's this type of mission.
Bro,
Mhm.
I took a nap earlier, bro, and I did not feel like waking up, bro. I went to the bed was so comfortable. I went
Bro, the
to
lag
lean
is
up.
fucking wild, man. Oh my
Damn,
God.
Eddie, yeah, Eddie, you gotta go smoke, brother. You get tilted.
This John making me fucking lose the game, bro. This John, like, if it was fair and I was losing by myself, like, alright, I get it. But every time I go to kick the ball, it's lagging, bro.
How is like a football, like a Madden type game, lagging? That's I know.
Bro, it's like choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind
It's
of
like skipping.
it delays the execution
Controller
of
batteries
it.
are low.
But now I'll start to
It's
see.
just skipping.
I'm 3 months or not 3 months. I'm like 3 weeks
my
sober
God.
from Bud.
Bro,
but
Damn.
this is crazy,
Dexter,
yo.
quit.
it's not.
This
that
is
bad.
crazy.
For
How?
like 3 weeks, like almost a month and a half, something, and then I was like, I don't even know why I'm doing this.
You got some problems.
It was boring.
Yeah, I got some big problems coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stopped vaping the Tysons too. Like I'm back to just vaping like 3%.
Lagging so
3%
bad,
regular
bro.
vape juice.
Dude, I'm lagging so bad.
So it does.
Eddie,
kinda
you
suck.
need to stop stealing Wi-Fi off McDonald's. You'll be all right.
Dude, I'm lagging so bad right now.
Yeah, he switched over. He couldn't pay the internet bill, so he pulled the Wi-Fi from the Burger King next door.
I connected to the joint called Police Surveillance Van number 3. It just recently showed up, but
FBI
But it- I mean, they got good
surveillance
internet,
van is wild.
I don't believe I'd have made that public after what we talked about earlier.
Fuck those guys, man. I started seeing those fucking
Yeah.
Wi-Fi networks a few years ago, and I thought I was like, oh shit, there's an FBI van out here. Motherfucking liars, you fucking bro. Fat pieces of shit.
Are you kidding me?
Chris Hansen
I'm
remote
lagging
camera.
so bad right now, bro.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. There's one SSID I saw around this neighborhood, and the name of the SSID is tell my Wi-Fi lover.
I like that.
That shit was funny. I was like, oh, that's clever. You got to think about that
come on,
for
Nick.
a while, though.
Yeah,
Come
you
on,
gotta,
Nick.
you gotta be sitting there daydreaming on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Go lay
That's real
down.
Clever.
My Wi-Fi, when I had my apartment with my ex, it was don't touch my Wi-Fi. It had a lock on it. Don't
lock
touch
on,
my
yeah?
shit, yo.
It is.
You got-
When people come over,
always
they be like,
put a
yo,
lock
what's your
on that
Wi-Fi? I'd be
shit,
like,
dude.
don't touch my Wi-Fi, yo.
I'm not hardwired.
Oh,
but,
what the fuck was that?
I'm not. I've never been.
You threw it
hardwired.
past the line of scrimmage.
It's just like they're not putting the RJ like in these houses.
Don't worry,
They're
since you're
just-
at the 10, it was only 3 yards.
they're not installing.
Oh, we had 2
Ethernet
other people
ports
join us like
anymore.
in the middle of the fucking mission.
I see the what is it for the telephone port? Like there's the telephone ports, the 15 ports, but and the coax ports, but there's just no RJ45 in here. So I'm still pulling like 200 down. This dude has like fiber, but or like it's the Wi-Fi 6, so I think it's fiber or 1 gig connection, but it's good. I mean, I haven't lagged at all.
I pull like 500 megs. Which isn't bad.
Shit, I put like 90, but it's
I'm lagging.
I put 90 down, 90 up. So I mean,
90 up is
Sorry.
fucking nuts. This man's
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
to
my old place was
Consistent.
free. My old place was free. Guess how much? Put 1,000 up.
What is like what? Like what the?
Yeah,
what
that
is
shit
that
was
even
crazy,
for,
dog.
bro?
When?
What is he hosting a server or something, bro?
Dude, I'm lagging so
Yeah, I was
crazy,
gonna
bro.
say, like, what private
1,000?
government
I checked
server
mine
are you
yesterday and I'm
hanging
getting
out on?
900
I
up.
don't know, dude. I don't know,
Nuts.
dude. I just.
Dude, I'm
I
just so
got
it's just like so choppy.
I believe you.
I think after this one, Muji, I'm gonna be calling it.
Oh yeah,
Are you wanting to finish the area or just one more
I caught a
mission?
flat,
Give me
I
that.
caught a
Yeah,
flat
just
yesterday,
one
bro.
Oh, shot.
Defunts.
Eddie, how much speed does that guy have? Press coverage, he
I have
should
no
not
idea.
be
Oh, fuck this thing.
ahead of me every fucking time.
Yo,
He is quick.
so I caught a flat yesterday, bro. Coming back from like 10 minutes. I was
Is-
sick, bro.
Isaiah's breaking up crazy for me. Is that just me?
No, I hear it too.
I think my shit's just fucking up.
Oh, it's me. I was.
You say you caught a flat yesterday?
I
Okay.
caught a mean flat on custom rims too. So
Ooh.
I'll tell you the story when I get upstairs.
I didn't even see those guys there.
Yeah.
They're fast, dude. Not gonna lie, this isn't so far playtime wise. This isn't a bad game. I like it.
Mhm.
I like it. I fuck with it. Oh, I don't fuck with all that, whatever that is. At least the boomy dudes.
Oh my god.
Did I cause you a problem there?
Yeah, well, no. I wasn't trying to hit him. I was trying to hit the tight end. But I couldn't
Uh-huh,
even get out to
uh-huh.
throw the ball to make the read. Lagging, man.
Oh,
The only thing affected, like, when I go to, like, throw the ball, the meter fucks up. The fucking kick meter fucks up, bro. That shit's annoying. And everything's, like,
Oh, I'm
skipping.
winning, Eddie.
It's like a delay. It's crazy.
well, he was untouched on that one.
I know, but it's literally like a delay before I can even, like, do anything. Like, I press A, I wait, and then it hikes the ball.
I Oh, it's not spawning them in over here.
Like a lot of these passes are almost red because of how fucking.
Get my battery pack.
Oh, for the new Call of Duty.
Oh.
Yeah, my is done too.
Oh, got him.
I already started playing.
Pretty
You're
sure those
buying his
dudes
battle
will level
pass.
that fucking
Ooh.
thing.
It's the battle
Yeah.
pass looks okay this season. It's honestly looks
I'll check
fine.
it out
Looks
when I
like
go
a
over there.
Like a 6, 5, 6 out of 10. But yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, nigga, I was sick yesterday. So I caught a flat on some custom rims, and then where it happened was even worse. It was an area with no service. So
Oh,
Oh no.
I go to
Oh my
call
God.
I call USAA, or I try to log into USAA, and of course I got a new phone, so my login information
All
wasn't
right, 40
saved.
more seconds.
So
Oh god.
I had to try to like remember
Go.
my login information real quick. Long story short, so I get on the phone, I get the roadside assistance, and I get in contact with the
It's
tow
awful.
truck company, and no bullshit, I was riding on a flat on a rim for like a mile and some change before I finally just like I got to the street and I stopped and I was like, dude, I can't fucking take this anymore. Like I'm gonna go crazy if I keep riding on these custom rims.
Big guys up top.
I'm a rim, right?
So I called them and I called the tow truck
Fuck.
company just to like confirm where I was at, and he was like, well, do you have like the socket key for your bolt, or like for your bolts? And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, yeah, I do have it. So, and bro, I lucked the fuck out because a year and a half ago when I first got the car,
I just want to see what the second one is.
I looked at the socket wrench key,
Last one.
and I actually thought about throwing the shit away, bro.
No way.
I know. I'm so glad I didn't. And I opened up my my center console, and I was like, oh yeah, here it is. So I hopped back on the phone with him. I was like, dude, I think I got this. He was like, all right, well, if you still need the tow truck guy, he's gonna come either way. So if you don't need him, just give us a call back. So I took my shirt off.
I gotta get on the fleet.
Knocked that shit out. Like I had the jack, I had the jack and everything, like the Camo kit, had the spare.
Damn.
So I just did it myself, yo. Now I'm on a fucking.
I'll be able to play again with you in a month.
Damn. Until you get a new
In
tire.
a month from now.
Driving all that distance, bro, is probably put a wear on your tires for sure.
So after I took it to the tire shop, the guy after
be
he
safe
looked
and
at the
have fun,
tire,
dude.
Whoever's going.
Did you
on
bend the
deployment,
rim?
Love. Whoever won't be on for a month. Was that Muju?
That's Muju.
Yeah.
Muju's disappearing.
He's going underway for a month.
Hey, download a whole bunch of manga, bro. Download
Yeah,
that shit
get
to
it
your
in.
phone.
Yeah. Huh?
Ooh.
That was a hella good move.
That was a move. It was a good move right there.
So after
I didn't know if the game would let you do it.
He looked at it and he was like,
I didn't either.
He said,
I'll
yeah,
talk
it's
to
an
you all then.
alignment. So
I'll
once I
talk
get the
to you,
tire
Muju, when you
repaired,
get back.
I'll get the alignment. Then it doesn't really make sense to get an alignment if I'm only getting one fucking tire replaced. It would make sense after I got both, but it's just that costs money, and I have other bills to pay. So this shit is just turned into
Tires
a
are
pickup.
expensive.
Plus the tire that I have is specific, bro. It's a 205
Lagging.
by 40. So I just went through like 2 fucking hoops that I finally got to a spot that said, all right, we can order the tire and do the repair and balancing for 100 for one, like about 100 even. So I'm like, all right, that's not bad. So I'll go ahead and get it fixed on Friday. Until then, I called my supervisor because I had a feel, bro. I had a fucking feeling. I I was like one of the only technicians in my territory, and I contacted my supervisor, and after I told her what had happened, she was like, well, can we just move Isaiah's calls, like the calls he will be getting, to somebody else?
I'll talk to you then, Muju.
Later, bro.
Love you, bro. Have a good one.
Muju.
Be
Facts.
In the bed.
Be safe, brother.
Later.
I'll catch
Bye,
you
bro.
then.
I'll have my meat nice and
You
clean
waiting
for you
for
when you get back.
Alright.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's dreading this fucking deployment, boy.
You know he is. You know he is.
A month with no
You know, Troy was
game.
leaving too, but
He's gonna be spanking his meat to the asses of the upper enlisted sergeants and the soldiers. Oh, man.
you,
Oh man.
that boy moved your freak, bro.
He's probably gonna end up downloading some fucking some hentai manga or some shit.
You
like
know
that.
he is. You know he is. You know he got that. He probably already has it downloaded. Talking about going to. It's probably already downloaded.
What the fuck?
Lujo ain't got no shame in his game, bro. No shame.
He downloads he download Arc Hero or oh man, it is like he said a month. Oh man, them offline phone games might not be enough. But anyway, so I guess I'm gonna get the repair done, get the tire repaired on Friday. But I called my supervisor and I told her what had happened, and she was like she had like CC'd one of the branch managers, and he was like, unfortunately he's the only technician in that territory. I thought to myself like, damn, that nigga's really relying on me that much
For everything, right? It's crazy.
bro. And I had a fucking feeling, because I'm no fucking bullshit. When the senior technician who trained me moved up, bro, about a week went by where I was receiving about like 3 to 5 tickets.
Oh my God,
that?
bro.
Okay.
Bro, my workload fucking tripled, bro.
Cause it was him and you, right? And then
Now it's just me.
Now
until
it's
they
just
hire
you,
somebody.
yeah.
But I guess what they've been seeing is I've been pushing out some pretty good work. Yo, my checks bumped from like 100, 125 to like 375, 400 a week, bro.
that's good though.
I'm busy. Busy. But the problem with that is, like, being a 1099, I can't fuck up. I only get one part sent, and the repair has to be perfect. Like, I can't mess anything up, so that adds like a layer of stress onto the
Dude, kicking is so difficult right now.
It is worth it. I've repaired LCD bezels, LCD displays, system boards, fans, heat sinks. I was working on one of those Dell I was working on one of the Dell laptops, or the Dell desktops that MHS had, one of the Optiplexes. That bitch was prehistoric. The heatsink screws on that bitch were rusting, Eddie. It was it was rusting, bro. It was
Did you replace the screws, or did you just screw that shit back in?
Fuck no, I didn't replace those screws. I didn't have no extra screw set on me to do that, bro. I tried my best to make sure. Well, and then if you strip a screw, also you're fucked as well. So you have to be very careful working on those systems, man. It's tough.
Since they're so old, they could just crumble.
It's tough. But I guess the good thing about like the system that I worked on today, with those Dell desktops, a lot of times like they only have like the main components in there. Like there's not really any extra shit. The memory, the processor, the memory, the fan, the heatsink, the power supply, the system board, and then like there's no graphics card in that bitch. And there's like unless it's integrated, it's UHD graphics, so it's integrated to the processor probably.
Right, yeah.
And then the only other thing is the
fucking kidding me.
What was the other thing?
Oh, I just got the notification that I've been connected to the palace.
Damn.
Like what? I've been in here the whole time, bruh.
Yeah, your internet going crazy, boy. Is it raining up there?
I don't think so. Is it? No, it's just cloudy. It's just going bad right now, I guess. I don't know. Kicking is tough right now, I know that. Okay. Ooh, got him. Stick work.
The Lenovo desktops, or the Lenovo laptops, are probably the worst to repair.
Lenovo laptops seem terrible. I mean, they look terrible. They felt terrible to use.
The way they run is okay, but just the Dell laptops are just so much easier to repair.
Probably
and so
easier,
easier
yeah.
to use too. Because you have to, like, so whenever you replace a motherboard in a Lenovo system, the board doesn't auto brand like it would with like just about any other fucking computer company. You have to go in there and manually rebrand the board, which can either be
Wow.
easy
Are you serious?
or hard.
There's no
It didn't
reason.
even switch me to that guy.
Oh
He didn't
my
even
God.
move, bro. He just stood there. Like, what the fuck was that? That was a weird animation.
That's so stupid.
Oh, got popped.
And
Get
of
it, big
course,
boy. Oh.
The
He
easiest
got
job
popped.
that I've had thus far is probably a fan heatsink replacements. Those are probably the easiest. One job I had was oh my god, this job was so fucking easy. Yo, so I was literally a glorified delivery driver.
Ooh.
I dropped off a like a A4000, A8000 NVIDIA graphics card, and the dude was like, he was like, yeah, I already popped the other one out, so I just needed to swap. I was like, are you sure? Like, you don't need me to install it? Because it was a help desk. So he said, nah, bro, I'm good. So the job was, bro, and this job paid like $50. My job for that job specifically was to unbox the graphics card and set that bitch on his desk and then close the call out and leave.
No way.
Bro, that was the easiest.
So he knew what he was
fucking
doing.
thing.
He was just like,
It
well,
was a help desk. So I guess I made sure. I was like, bro, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm sure. And I said, all right, I'm gonna leave this bitch on your desk. I came back I had another call.
ooh.
come on.
I had another call for a different system there, so I pulled back up like a couple weeks later, and I was like, hey, how did that swap go? Is it good? He was like, hey, bro, we didn't have to submit another ticket. I was like, hey, you right. That must have went well. And the graphics cards, I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to do it himself. I mean, any trained monkey can replace a graphics card of a computer.
Yeah, fair.
That was racist.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, he's allowed to say that.
Here's some more racist. Go gadget.
You can say it, I can
Cape.
say it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Sketch made the rules.
Go gadget coon cape. Go gadget nigga whip. No.
Is Matt still in here? Matt's
Oh, he's
quiet.
stepping.
Oh.
Eddie, are you using your Xbox for anything other than NCAA or no? Just watching anything on it, or like you got Netflix?
Yeah, I started Sons of Anarchy.
It must be pretty easy to just be in bed and just have the controller in there. You just navigate.
Yep.
That was
It's nice, yeah, it's nice. I mean, that's what I was using my other Xbox for,
Yeah.
but it was old, like it was the old original Xbox, so it took forever to turn on, and it took forever to fucking load up shit. Games, you couldn't play games on it because it just didn't run games very well.
Good God, it was that old.
It was old, bro. It was the one I got when I graduated. I took the I ended up cleaning it out like maybe a year or 2 ago. Actually, I guess it's like three or 4 years now because I did it when I was with Emily. And I fucked something up when I took it off. Like the faceplate didn't have like a touch sensor anymore. Like I couldn't like turn it on by the button.
I think it's time for me to scumbag another 850. What was the strategy again? Buy a new
You just
one?
go to Best Buy, you buy it, you take that and the base out of the box. I
Right.
mean, you could do, well, I didn't do the cores or anything.
All right.
You take the base and the headset out of the box, and you put yours in there and say, yeah, this don't look used.
Ah, okay. So get the new one, return the old one.
Return
as
your old
the new
ones,
one,
yeah.
And then get the money back.
And just say, oh yeah, these don't look used.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Because I went there today and tried to get an exchange on the one that I already had, and the dude was like, Cause I was having like some weird firmware issue with the headset where there was just like some solid white light. So I update. I mean, it's fixed now because I was fucked. I took my shit to Best Buy and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is out of."
Oh, what the?
You won't believe what this fucker said. Excuse my language, but and it's not. It wasn't really his fault. It was Best Buy's policy. But this dude was like, after he said I couldn't exchange it because it had passed like the return period or the exchange period. I was like,
Right.
all right, well, basically, I'm just fucked. And he said, well, for next time, if you buy anything past this point, you could just get our Member Plus or our Member Pro membership for $50.
Bitch.
I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, how does that help? I'm thinking to myself, how does that help me now? He said, well, it doesn't, but in the future, you won't. If you have the membership and you buy anything from here, you could just return it and you won't have to go through what you went through today. And I'm like, okay, that helps me in the future, but it doesn't help me now. And plus, you want me to spend money that I really don't want to spend for something that's not gonna. So it wouldn't have helped me then. So what the fuck was the point of buying it then?
Yeah, you just gotta buy new ones and then
just come back it.
and just return yours. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let me see what.
Oh, no way.
Let me make sure this nigga Tom coded and fucking fall off the deep end. I might slide back in here. Let me see what he's doing.
Alright, bro.
Alright. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Love you. We're.
Bye, Matt. You old deaf and ass, old hearing aid wearing ass. Deaf and ass. You think you better than us? Ah, dickhead. Ah, dickhead.
It wasn't an accident, but he likely did move the body as he described.
When you dragged her, she was facing up with the hole.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he kept on going back and forth, back and forth.
All right. Did she say anything? Did she make any noises? And then what you do?
And I try to act, but I can't act.
Well, I mean, did you run back in the house? I mean, what did you do?
I tried to go back and get my shoes, but I couldn't because Amanda was coming in.
Okay. Where was the gun at that point?
I already took it out and I was ditching it.
All right. What did you do that? So you skipped that part. When did you take it out and ditch it? I mean, you laid it down.
When I took her out and I laid her down, I just ran and ditched the gun.
So did you take her out and lay her down on the back porch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you laid her down on the back porch, what'd you do?
I ran inside, got the gun, and I went and ditched it.
Where?
You know where the burning pile is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't go left, you go right, and right in that corner, not in this side, and over here, but there's trail, but go on the left side area.
Okay.
It's right there.
All right. How far down?
I don't know, I just touched on the left side area.
You just tossed it? You didn't lay it down? All right. On that left side, you talk about the left side over there where Alana was, or come back around and
You go right
in front of where the truck was parked?
Yeah, there's truck, but there's another trail onto the right side.
Okay. If you wanted some water.
Well,
If you
on
don't,
the right
that's fine.
side there's a trail,
Mm-hmm.
but on this trail, when you're on trail, look on the left side. It should be somewhere right in there.
Okay. All right. So, how did the whole thing about the gun come up in the first place? I mean, how long had you been there?
I've been there probably about 5 minutes because Amanda a little while to get down there and went to chase the girl.
Devil actual. Strike team starting containment operations in 5.
And she was telling me before I left about leaving because I told her that the door was open because I know the door was wide open. Amanda said she locked it. You know, it was wide open.
Okay, I don't want to you were standing back there talking to Alana. She's dabbing around on Facebook, answering emails and stuff like that, and talking to you or whatever. At what point did she say anything? And when did this gun thing come up?
I was telling her I would think about it. I didn't know. I need to know.
So you talked about this before?
Only once.
Why was it just so important today?
Huh?
Why was it just so important today? Had been done today.
I don't know.
Has she been having problems with people? I mean, you said before she was scared.
Yeah, scared to stay home by herself because one time there was
Marking contract.
walking around her house and she got scared.
Okay. I mean, is this something she was always talking about, or?
She talked about that for quite a while.
Okay, so you're there today, and all of a sudden today she mentioned something about shooting, and all of a sudden today it became such a strong thing.
Because she said she wanted to know, so before I left, how to use it, and I was like, I guess maybe. I don't know if I'll
Even though you don't know how to use a pistol by your own admission, you told her this, and you said, I don't think it's a good idea, but since she pushed you that much, so what do you figure it was alright to go get the pistol? What did you say the pistol was?
You know where the bed is, the parents' bedroom is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's there, all the way against the wood. There's the 308 sent on the corner. But she already knows how to use that. She already got knocked up the tail using that thing.
Okay.
She... I want to say... If you right there underneath, right down on top of the dresser, the brownish dresser, sitting up there underneath, 3 hats with 2 glasses on somewhere.
Marking contract.
Was it anything? Was it anything?
No.
It was just a pistol laying in front of me, not in a box.
I don't know if it's pretty low. I just do it. I don't know how to get the clip out. I didn't know how to get the clip out until I was missing.
What do you call on the clip? What do you call on the clip?
Is that the clip here? Where you gotta pull it
Time
back?
to go.
No.
Dr. Barrera is marking the last known position of his team on your map.
The clip.
Head there.
The
Survivors.
bullets get
The magazine?
That's the magazine.
Telemetry shows the PMD was briefly active, then shut down. It'll be near some phase crystals in this area. Out of the PMD squad. Don't let Barrera's team sacrifice being
Talk about the
vain.
barrel slide in the chamber opposed to the clip. There's a clip.
Ever see someone shatter glass with their voice?
Turn the magazine. That's the proper turn. You know about the magazine, you gotta, as you said before, you didn't take the magazine or the clip. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you take it out. And then you take the
All I
magazine.
did is grab the handle and it fell out. Because when I grabbed it, there was a button and it just slid out.
No matter how many times Schmidt changes his story or tries to come across as someone who didn't know how to handle a gun, he still can't make the evidence line up to support his claims.
But you just said you never took it out because you never learned how to take it out.
No, I was talking about the magazine.
I mean, you just said fully loaded. You said, I don't know if it was fully loaded or not. I never took the magazine out because I didn't.
Oh, I can't see everything. All I saw was a couple bullets at the top. That's
Okay.
it. I can't tell if it was fully loaded or not.
So you get the gun. What do you do when you get the gun? Who was she with you when you got the gun?
Yes, sir.
What was she saying and doing?
I didn't know that pistol was that big. Because it is a little pretty big. And I let her, well, I didn't let her hold it. I was going to say that, but y'all going to say there ain't no fingerprints. But it did have a little weight to it. And so the clip, the hammer was already back halfway. Halfway middle backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't notice it. Now I went to go to just see if it was loaded. And I couldn't get this thing to get back and see if I could get it out.
Okay.
And I couldn't get it out.
All right.
And I went to go try to get the hammer back.
Y'all are back in the bedroom. Right. At what point did you walk back up into the front and she sit down that you were doing this?
For, I don't know when. It was a couple minutes we were talking, and she said she got a...
What were y'all doing in this couple of minutes you were talking? You were just fumbling with the gun?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how it was working? What?
Well, I was trying to see how I'm going to get the bullet out.
Okay.
See if it was loaded. Because
She's on Facebook.
yeah. Well,
So-
she came in there with the room with me, and we walked out. I sat down at the table behind her,
Uh-huh.
and I was trying to still see if that darn thing would come out, and I thought it was jammed.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to. I know how to use a rifle or 30-30. You know how you got to put the finger there and ease it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought I had to do that, but it flew up.
Okay.
And it kind of startled me when how it flew up, and it just went up and it clicked, and when it clicked, it went off.
Okay. And then by this time you were standing up when
Yes,
that
sir.
happened.
When I was doing this.
Yeah. She falls forward. She falls down. She moans as she's falling forward and then falls down. The chair falls over. And then what do?
I was just sitting there and trying. I touched her by the shoulder and rolled her over a little bit, and like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I got scared, and I kind of mumble when I get really, really scared.
Mhm.
And I kept on doing that, and I was trying to see if she was all right, and she just started gushing out blood on the top of her head.
Okay.
And I got scared even more when I saw that, and I was like, because I turned white, you know, when you turn white. Well,
Mhm.
I turned white and I started sweating because I was that scared.
Okay.
So I open the back, I had to put a lot of thrust in that back door to open it. I didn't know if it was locked or not. All I did was grab it and slung it back. And I just put her on the back porch, and I went and got the pistol and put the clip or magazine, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And put it back in there, and I just threw it in the woods. And I tried to drag Alana, but it didn't work out that well.
Where were you going to take her to?
Huh?
Where were you going to take her to?
That's one thing I was trying to figure out.
Man, demon boy.
And all that seemed like a better solution
than just calling the
Then-
police.
So it looked like there's something. I'm trying to make. It's hard to say.
I think I know what you're trying to say. You were trying to say you were trying to do it in such a way to where they wouldn't bring the heat down on you so much they wouldn't ever want to see you again.
Yeah, that.
But you see, in
Doing that,
all
though,
this
made it
running
worse.
around,
Like you trying to dispose of the body,
trying to
like,
do all this stuff over here to try to
and then
prevent
saying
them
that
from
you
seeing
that
this in a
someone else
bad
trying
light.
to get you to help you.
What does it
like,
look like?
Somebody forced you to
Yeah,
help them.
like-
Like,
So did
makes
you really
seem
get
like a
away from what you were
cold-blooded
trying?
killer.
No. Instead, it makes us think you're doing nothing but just sitting here lying, trying to save
Yeah.
your own self.
Trying to save your ass, right?
I was
Yeah.
trying to say, but it's kind of confusing to say.
Well, I understand that, but you were outright making up stuff to
At
begin
first
with.
he was
yes,
making up
but
stories,
when I said I
boy.
was going to pull out the full cards, I was trying to get it out.
Well, and sometimes it comes longer for others to get it out. And I just want to make sure that we're not going to have one of these other revelations.
I'm not lying about nothing. I didn't mean to hurt her.
All right.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
We're good.
Hang tight.
Can I get my shoes?
We'll think about it.
Aaron, that's your name? My name's Frank Dodson. This is Richard Douglas. You got some water there? Good to go? You sleepy?
He
All
must
right.
be. All
Look
that
him.
damn lying he was doing.
Investigator Jones and Edmonds have been in here talking with you, right? Before we
Is there something I'm missing? I'm
put
pretty
you
sure
back
it's
talking
a
with
ton of
them, I just want you
Should be
one
10
more
right
time
here.
to tell me exactly
Is
what
that it?
happened from point A
There you go.
to point B. And I understand, dude. Look at me. Look at me now. I understand. It's tough. You know, you got a friend of yours. You want to see a picture of her? You don't want to see? We got a picture of her if you want to see one. Okay. I know it's tough. And I know it's hard for you to recall in your mind the events that have happened that's caused this girl to be dead. But I need you to just do that one more time for me, okay? Because I come in and got you swabs. You know, we checked the sink. No prints on the gun. The rag thing turned out to be, you know, not true. So, explain to me exactly what happened.
She wanted, well, because the other couple of days ago, the door was open.
No, what caused you?
I know.
No, listen to me. What caused you to go to her house today? Why did you go to this girl's house? What's her name?
Amanda's.
The girl that's
Lana's.
dead?
Lana.
Is that the girl that got shot in the head? Okay. Why was you at her house today?
Well, I went over there to tell her to remind Amanda, or just go up to Miss Betty to tell her that I'm on restriction for 2 weeks.
Why does she need to tell them that?
Because I told Amanda, and I know Amanda sometimes forgets. Because Miss
You
Betty
told
always,
Amanda that you were on restriction, but then you went to this girl's house to remind Amanda that you were on restriction? That doesn't make sense.
Well, because sometimes Amanda forgets because she's all the time busy with Chase and little Paul.
But you told her. You said, Amanda, I'm on restriction. Is that right? So then you went over to this girl's house who's now dead, and you said, hey, remind Amanda that I'm on restriction. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and who's Betty?
Her mom.
Her mother.
Whose mom? The dead girl? What's the dead girl's name?
Alana.
Alana. Okay,
Please
Alana.
stop saying dead girl.
I'm sorry, but she is dead. So okay.
She is dead.
All right.
Yeah.
So Alana. So you went to Alana's house today to tell Alana, hey, when you see Betty and when you see, what's her name? Amanda. Remind them I'm on restriction. All right. So you go to the house to do that. What door did you go in when you got to the house?
Front door.
Did she let you in?
Yes, sir. I knocked on the door and she let me in.
Okay.
But she said, hold up. Didn't you say he was on restriction? I said, yeah, but I'm here to let you know, to remind Amanda.
When did you tell her you was on restriction?
I texted. No, I didn't text her.
Tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Why would you go to her house to tell her you're on restriction when she opens the door to you and like, oh dude, you can't be here, you're on restriction? That doesn't make sense. She already knows you're on restriction. Why would you go to tell her? She had to know. Who told her?
Amanda. I believe. I don't know. I never even told her.
You never told
who?
who?
Told Amanda.
Right. So you're going to what's her name?
Alana.
Alana. Tell Alana, hey, I'm on restriction, but when she opens the door, she knows you're on restriction.
They've switched in new people to question Schmidt. The change in approach, combined with the more focused questions about the inconsistencies in his story, should shake him up.
And what did she say to you?
Well, but when I walked in, she said, "Take off."
Wait a minute. She opens the door and she says, "Oh, wait a minute. You're on restriction, right?" Did that stop you at the front door for a second till you tried to explain to her? What did you tell her to get you in the house? If she stopped and was kind of wary about you coming in the house and saying, "Well, wait a minute. What got you in the house?"
She told me to come in real fast.
Well, what do you mean, come in real fast? What does that mean? No, I'm just trying to understand, really, dude.
I'm talking about going in and help her with something, and I didn't know what to do.
Okay, here we go. Who is it? Yeah. Okay. Open door. Hey, man, you're on restriction. That's where we're at. Okay. She recognized that you were on restriction. You tell me you were there to tell her that you're on restriction. Okay. What you just told me was that she stopped you at the front door. And by stopped, I don't mean kick you in the groin or nothing. She just said, "Oh, wait a minute." Okay.
Bruh.
What happened after that?
Oh my God.
Because when I turned around, I was about to leave.
Where's the buy station?
She said, "Since I was there, can you hold up for a minute and help me out?"
I don't have time for this.
Because she asked before if I can help her out with the gun issues, stuff like that.
What did she ask you to help her out with that got you in the house today?
She just said, "Come here real fast and help," because I always help her out with anything.
Help me bake a cake. Help me sew a hat. Help me shine a shoe. What was you in the house to do today? What were you going in there to help her do today? What put you in the house?
I don't know. She told me when she sat down on Facebook and she was going to say, "Oh, hold up, I gotta delete this picture and put in a couple more on there." And I said, "Hold up, you asked me to come in and help you."
Whoa, dude. We're not at the computer yet. We've not even made it past the front door. Don't jump to the computer, okay? She stops you at the front door because you're on restriction, okay? She says, "Come in and help me." What?
She just said, "Come here and help me out real fast."
Okay.
Then I said, "All right."
And it could have been anything as far as you knew.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You say sure.
And I walk in, I open the door and walk in, take off my shoes like usual, because Miss Betty hates us walking on the carpet.
So when we call Miss Betty, she's going to say, yes, sir, they better not, nobody ever come in my house with shoes on, because I get in that ass. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Miss Betty's going to say that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So I take off my shoes. And she said, remember the day that I told you about I needed help with that something? And I was like,
No.
What?
Okay.
I was like, you talking about the day I came in when the door was wide open? And she's like, yeah. She wanted to know how to use the gun in case somebody came in.
What day did you go to her house when the door was wide open? How long ago's that been? And who was there that could help us prove that? What day was that? Was that a day that you might have got on Facebook and found a new friend, and that'll refresh your memory? Was it a day you got a new pocket knife? And what day was it?
I can't have pocket knives.
Okay, then how about a new chain? Whatever it was that you wanted.
Wednesday, because I was in my uniform.
What Wednesday?
Last Wednesday.
So today's Monday. This past Wednesday, you went to her house.
And the door was wide open, and usually they...
Was you on restriction last Wednesday?
No, sir. Last Wednesday I was off.
What got you on restriction between Wednesday and today?
Well, not today. It was last Saturday, because these boys came over at 11:30 something. I was supposed to wake up my sister. I didn't know. I didn't want to wake her up, because usually she gets grumpy and everything.
What got you on? What'd you do?
I went down there to get my money back, and chaos went in.
And what?
Chaos means fighting.
So you was out fighting late at night?
David, Tyler, Reed, and...
I don't care who all was there. You was out fighting late at night. That's what got you on the fishing.
Yes, sir.
And that was when? This past Saturday night?
Yes, sir.
What day did you go to Amanda and tell her, hey, I'm on restriction?
Monday. Sunday I couldn't go over there to talk to her.
Today's Monday.
Sunday.
Oh, you told her Sunday, this past Sunday?
No, today I told her. I'm talking about I couldn't go over there Sunday, tell her, because I went to church, and my cousin, my aunt, made me go over there to his house and spend the night, and they don't like me really touching their phone and stuff like that.
Okay, so Wednesday night, or Wednesday during the day, you go over to, what's her name? Alana. You go over to Alana's house. The door's wide open. What does that mean? The door's just wide open, or does it mean a screen?
Usually they leave the front door open and leave the little latch door closed. And
wait a minute.
Somebody would be in there.
It was open today like that. It wasn't?
I had a knock on the door.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so you just went on in the house? I mean, is that common?
They tell me to open the door and say I'm here, and I did. No one answered.
Schmidt has to retell his story from the beginning, and many of his movements don't make sense. He also leaves out important details, such as Callahan's mother not wanting him to enter their house so freely.
And I said, if anybody's here, I'm using the bathroom real fast. I went in the bathroom, and Alana comes in. Amanda comes in and within a couple of minutes.
So they were both in the house, or they came in after you got in and started using the bathroom?
Yeah. And when I came out, before...
They were in the house and didn't hear you, or they came in after you got in the house?
After I got in the house.
Okay, all right.
I thought they were in the house because they don't leave the door unlocked and open like that.
Okay.
And so I came in, went to the bathroom. When I got done and flushed him over to come out, Lana went to go close the door because Amanda asked her to.
Close what door to what room?
The front door.
To the house?
Yeah, because when the sun hits it, reflects the TV. And
but all you was in there was to go pee?
Yes, sir.
Or you didn't do, did you? Just pee. All right.
And I came out, and she screamed, and Amanda screamed, and Lana screamed, and...
So you scared them?
Yeah, and I didn't mean to scare them, because I thought they was already in the house. I'm like,
where were they at?
In the living room.
So they were in the house?
I came in before them.
Where were they at when you went in the house? What were they doing? Were they hanging clothes?
No, they wasn't even in the house.
Where were they at?
I don't know.
Oh, so they just came in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they screamed because you scared them. You come out of the bathroom, and what happens?
And they said, how did I get in here? I was like, you left the front door open. And they said, no, I didn't. And I was locked it. Yeah, then if you locked it, I wouldn't be standing right here right now. And she kept on mumbling, like, go check every closet.
Who did? Who said that?
Amanda.
Why?
Because she was on the plane, because she thought, Because the door, you gotta close it all the way. If not,
Why would she want somebody to check the closets if you're in the house? You think you want to take something, or
no? She just says that in case if somebody's in the closet hiding.
Okay, go ahead with it.
Well, she said that, and Alana went around checking every closet like a little nut.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And we laughed at her. You know, it was kind of funny.
Who laughed at her?
Amanda, then I did. Then after that, everything was all right, but we didn't. Amanda said she probably halfway closed it and locked it. And
The door issue is good. Let's move on. What did Alana say? What's going on? What did she say?
What, today?
No. When you scared him in the house, what did
she was like, just screamed. I was like, shoot. Yeah, I thought I scared you. You scared me more than with your scream.
Right. What other conversations y'all have that day?
Nothing about only when she's at school. She'd come in and tell everything that she did that day.
See, here's the deal. You just sat right here and told me that the reason you got in the house today was because Alana wanted to talk to you about that thing that you were at her house for this past Wednesday, and you just now telling me that y'all ain't talked about a thing. All you did was scare them and they screamed. That don't make sense.
I know. Because they...
What did Alana want you to help her with last Wednesday that you showed up at her house today and she reminds you, hey, come in and help me with that thing last Wednesday I talked to you about?
Oh, she was talking about using that using the guns.
Okay, like, you walk out of the bathroom, ha! You scared her. You scared her. She's scared. She goes and checks all the closets. What happens then? What conversation did you have with her?
Later that night, when Amanda was in the living room with the boys doing homework, you know, every week they got homework. Well, we went in the kitchen and got a little snack, and she was like mumbling at me, hey, you mind?
Later that night, did you come back or did you stay the rest of the day?
I stayed there. Because I stayed there until 8 or 9.
Okay. How did you just forget to tell me that when I asked you what did she do after y'all screamed and after she screamed you said nothing?
I wasn't noticing. I wasn't thinking about if you was talking about the gun incidents.
There's a dead girl. You need to think. You need to.
I know. I was trying to say.
I want you to understand. You need to pay attention to what I'm saying. I want you to give me every detail. Don't leave nothing out. Nothing. I want to know everything. Everything. Okay?
Yes,
it's very, very important. You told me you went to her house today. She let you in because she wanted you to help her with that thing y'all talked about last Wednesday. And now you forgot to tell me about the thing you talked about last Wednesday, except now you're saying it was Wednesday night. She talked to you about what?
Well, when we got our snack, we sat down and she was like, well, you know, kind of being quiet a little bit so Amanda don't hear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she like, you mind showing me how to use the guns around here? And I was like, which ones? All I know is your dad, Manly's got a 308, and she's like, I know that.
How do you know he's got a 308?
Because we target practice with it.
Who targets practice?
Bruce and Paul.
What's Bruce's name? Last name, sorry.
Unlike with the previous detectives, Schmidt isn't given as much time to think between questions. He's rattled and having trouble keeping the details straight.
I don't know. All I know.
Bruce and Paul?
Yes, sir.
But we go to them and talk to them. They say, yeah, we shoot with him all the time. Target practice, everything. That's verifiable.
I'll probably do 2 more cycles.
She's like,
so when I go talk to them, they'll agree with that, right?
Yeah, that they target practice.
All right. With you?
I don't target practice with them. No.
If I go to, no. I ask you, how do you know he has a 308? And you said you target practice with him.
Well, what I meant by that.
Well, you better tell me what you mean.
Because I'm not allowed to touch that gun.
Then how do you know he has a 308 if you ain't never shot it?
The thing is, he hunts.
Does he take you with him?
No.
Well, then how do you know he's got a 308? How do you know that?
I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. I see it. He pulls it out.
That's what I want to know. That's all you got to tell me. I see it. I see it in the corner of the house. You got to tell me these things.
I didn't see it in the corner of the house because mainly he pulls it out and he'd be target practicing.
But the reason you know he has a 308 is because he showed it to you before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, she mentions the 308, or she doesn't. What?
She did. No, she already knows about 308 because her dad had to try it out and she knocked herself to
Okay, so then what did she move on to?
And she Bruce handed him another gun, and I was like, what kind
Bruce
of gun?
handed him another gun?
Mr. Paul, her dad, another gun.
Gave him another gun.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, gave or borrow, I don't know.
So Paul is her granddad and Bruce is her dad. No.
Other way.
Paul is her
This
dad
is
and
her-
Bruce is her.
No, Bruce is Mr. Paul's best friend.
Okay. All right. So ever how it worked out, her dad wound up with a 9mm. And
Yes,
what
sir.
did she say Wednesday night when you were at her house and she was talking softly?
And she was like, anytime trying to show me how to work it. And I was
She
like,
said what?
show her how to work it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Showing you how to work with what? The little gun that my dad got. Like, what kind of little gun? She knows where it was, and she showed me.
Where did she show you?
A 9mm.
Where was it at when she showed it to you? Did she show it to you Wednesday night?
Yes, sir.
Where was it at when she
It
showed
was
it to you?
in her dad's room underneath a bunch of hats and sunglasses.
What was it in?
It wasn't in nothing.
Just laying there by itself
Yes,
between
sir.
two hats.
No, underneath the hats. Like slanted so where the handle was shown.
But there was a hat on top of it and it was laying under a hat, right?
And under 3 hats and 2 sunglasses on it.
Okay. So how did she show you the gun? How did she move the hats? What did she do to make you see the gun?
She said it was right there. She pointed at it. And she moved the hat.
She pointed at a stack of hats and said it's right there.
Yeah, I was like, what? And I was like, like
What?
he just did, like stack of hats.
Okay.
So she moves the hats, because she said she didn't want to touch the gun. I was like, if you don't want to touch it,
She
you
never
already
has
tell me.
touched it. She never has touched it.
No?
No. Friends ain't on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what I
god,
said.
this game, man.
And,
This game,
Okay, what?
this
Go
shit
ahead, I'm
just
sorry, go ahead.
disappeared, bro.
and she's like, I don't want to touch it. I was like, why? You want me to show you how to work this thing, even though I don't know how to work it, but yet you want
This
me to
shit
show
just
you.
disappeared.
But yet you don't want to touch it. So we carry on. I was like, I don't know,
Bro.
maybe, I don't know.
Gosh,
It's
bro.
probably a bad feeling. And I didn't
Oh my
do it that
goodness.
day.
So
Say maybe
This game
you
is
covered-
just
carry it on
ridiculous.
to today.
So you covered the gun back up, or
Yeah, we set the hats and sunglasses right back on top of it.
y'all walk out of the room, and then what happens? What conversations do you have?
We just went to Facebook and she was showing me a bunch of her friends and talking about them.
Okay.
Glitched.
All right. And
Again, it's
And
glitched.
Amanda,
when do you
Whatever,
leave the
wrong.
house that night?
I go home around 8 o'clock or 7.
Wednesday night. Okay.
Yes, I go. That's regular for over there. They'd take me home.
Have you had any contact with her since last Wednesday until today? Did you see her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I seen her Thursday and Friday, and no, I couldn't see her Saturday nor Sunday because I went to Tom's house.
When you saw her Thursday and Friday, did you just go to her house to hang out? Did she mention the gun again? Never mentioned, never brought it back up.
No, she was trying to tell me something Friday. I was completely out of it Friday because I had to leave early because I had to go home.
What do you mean you were completely out of it Friday?
Because I got kind of jumped by 5 black boys and my face was hurting and everything. I was trying to get home.
Did you report that?
Uh-huh.
Did
My
you?
sister.
No, did you report getting beat up by,
Yes.
by the black guys?
I didn't feel like talking really
Yeah.
about that.
I understand. Headache and all
I
that.
didn't want to hurt the boys' feelings. I didn't want to come over because I was in pain. But I just sat there on the couch, played a little video game with the boys, and we just horseplayed around.
What night was that?
Friday.
There are a few details that can be verified, but the important information, such as Callahan asking him for help, cannot. There's no other evidence to suggest she was afraid of an intruder. If she had been, she would have locked the door while her sister was away.
And what boys was that?
Chasing the ball.
Okay. But you were at the other girl's house Thursday and Friday night, right?
Who? Alana?
No.
Yeah, that's still the same
So
house.
they were over there too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
their brothers.
Okay. So you show up today. She says, "Come on in. I want to talk about that thing we talked about Wednesday night. You knew, ding ding. It's about the gun. It's about the gun that I don't know nothing about, and she don't know nothing about. I shouldn't handle it, and she sure shouldn't handle it. But you know that's what she wants to talk to you about. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you see the back of her as she starts walking away from you, going into the house? Do you follow her? Is that the way it goes, or what?
No, we'll just phone. She told me that it would be all right if I could just try to mess with it, but
No. When you walk in the door and you realize she wants you to help her work on this thing from
From
last
today?
Wednesday, just today.
All right.
Okay. Where do y'all go after you go into the room? After you walk in the front door of the house and you make contact with her, what happens then?
We go straight to the computer and we talk a little bit and
go straight to the computer. She sits down and what's she doing?
She's just typing.
Because we got her computer, we'll know everything she did. So just throwing that out there.
She was typing and trying to edit her Facebook pictures around.
Edit them around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like delete and add more on.
Where were you at?
I was in the bathroom at the time. And I came out and she wanted me to come back over there and help her. And she was like trying to point out which pictures and which. And
she wanted you to help her
like,
do what?
Pick pictures out.
Okay. Of friends?
Yeah.
Like who's good looking and who's not, who's hot and whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I guess maybe. And within a couple minutes later, she was like, this is topped off.
She said what?
She like topped off. It means top of my head. Get it? Like top off.
No, I'm totally lost, dude. What does that mean?
It means it just popped up right at the top of her head. Like,
oh, just out of the clear blue. Bam. Like, bam. Yeah. Out of the clear blue. She says what?
She's like, you supposed to, aren't you going to show me how to use it? And I was like, use what? That. Use the gun? I was like, how can I show you when I don't hardly even know how to use it myself?
Game, bro.
So she's on the computer typing.
Ridiculous.
Is she in the middle of typing when she says, oh, wait a minute. Hey, how did that happen?
Now she turned and looked at me and was talking to me.
Okay.
I was like, I guess maybe, maybe not. I just got a bad feeling about it. And we went and got it. And we walked out.
Who went and got it? You and her went in the room.
Yeah.
What happened in the room?
She moved the hats and told me to grab it. And I grabbed it. And the hammer was already ready back, already pulled back. And I was like,
was it the same way that way Wednesday when you looked at it?
Yes, sir. I wasn't paying attention that much, but all I know it was still the same thing I was looking. And all I did is grab it, and I was like,
why did you grab it if you didn't know how to use it or you didn't know what you were doing? Why did you even touch it?
Well, I know how to use a regular pistol, but I don't know about a 9mm.
Then why did you touch it? It ain't a regular pistol. It's a 9mm. Why did you touch it if you didn't know what you...
I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I don't know how to do it, even though I told her and told her and told her, and she just kept on going on it, and I was like, fine, all right.
So she kept on and on and on and on you about you showing her how to use the handgun?
Yes, sir.
Why?
And she said because in case if somebody tries to break in or do something.
We've checked the residence. There's never been a break-in over there.
Exactly. That's what I've been telling her. It's always clean down here. She likes.
It's always clean. Where, on Miles Road?
No, about breaking in.
Callahan was supposedly worried. Yet, as soon as he was in the house, she went back to focusing on the computer. Then, according to Schmidt, she randomly switches back to the gun. Nothing about this interaction feels authentic.
I ain't saying about clean, like drugs, stuff like that, because it ain't. Trust me about that.
So the whole reason she kept on nagging and nagging and bugging you,
because she didn't want anybody to break in or do something to her.
So,
because sometimes she gets off the bus and she's
so at 14 years old, she's wanting to learn. She's on you about wanting to learn how to shoot a handgun.
Yes, sir.
14 years old.
Yes, sir.
A female.
Yes, sir.
That's on Facebook most of the time and worried about who's good looking and who's
These
not.
niggas are just
She's gonna be worried
ridiculous
about wanting to learn how to shoot a handgun.
Yes, sir, because it may sound stupid, but
may.
I'm not saying it is or isn't.
Well, how about let me tell you?
You gonna say it is?
I mean, that's
because she said she's been seeing something going around her house, messing around. Because
like what?
Like a head. She's saying she's been seeing a face on.
Somebody saw you dressed in camouflage, watching their daughter change into pajamas.
What?
Yeah. We got a guy that's done come up here and said, you've been sitting there in the woods or wherever it's at. Maybe you don't have woods. Don't start splitting hairs with me. But he knows that you've been watching his daughter change into the pajamas.
You're coming outside at night getting firewood.
Yes, I know that for a fact. That is a fact. And don't sit there and deny it. You know that's true.
Wonder whose head is seen walking around the woods over there all the time.
I'm talking about another family whose daughter you've been watching change pajamas, change panties, drawers. I don't know, maybe it's not pajamas. So if you sit there and watched her change a 1970s pantsuit, don't split hairs with me. He knows you've been watching her daughter, his daughter, do something. because he's gonna come up here and told us. And I can tell by that look on your face, you're going, you know what? God dang it! How did they find that out, dude?
I don't know nothing about this. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm afraid we're gonna go off on another tangent of lies, so let's just redirect ourselves.
All right. You know, look, let's just do this. What possessed you to pick the gun up today that you didn't do it Wednesday?
Because you nagged and nagged and nagged.
All right. What hand did you use to pick the gun up with?
The right hand.
Okay. What happened when you picked it up?
When I picked it up, I was noticing that the hammer was back. And
Okay.
I was like, I don't know if it was loaded or not. So I took out the magazine by a little button because I just barely even grabbed the handle.
How did you know how did you know that released the magazine?
Well, I didn't know at the time. All I did was grab the handle and it just let it go. And I noticed that there was a button. So I just kept on fiddling around with it and it fell out. And when it fell out, I saw all the bullets. And I didn't know how to get the bullet and see if there was a bullet inside the chamber or not. So I was doing this, trying to get it out.
All right, now, what you're telling me, we've never left the bedroom. So you're still in the bedroom jacking around with the gun. So unless you've missed some steps here, I'm still in the bedroom and so's the girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to see if it would pop back out.
All right, where's she at while you're standing there in the bedroom?
It's like, it's supposed to go backwards. I'm trying to make it go backwards and it won't go backwards. And
she says that to you?
Yes,
okay.
Get the bullet out and it didn't want to go out.
All right.
So we walked to the bed, to the back of the computer. I sit behind her at that little wooden chair, table looking thing, whatever you want to call it.
Let's see if
farting around with it.
Let's see if we can figure out. Is it a table like this?
Probably lower.
Okay.
Now I sit down and still feeling fart with it, and I got up and I went like this. And I wasn't realizing where my hand was, and it was on the trigger, and it went off, and it got her.
Play this one. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Let me ask you this.
Like white on rice, bro.
Why did you lie?
Schmidt hangs his head to avoid making eye contact, which he has done multiple times throughout the interview.
Let me just pick one thing. Why did you lie to the investigators?
About what?
About her touching the gun and fumbling with it and her finally handing it to you. Why did you lie? Why did you make me go through all that process of having it fingerprinted for me to have to walk in here and say, you know what? Her prints ain't all over it. Why did you lie and tell those investigators that she touched that gun when that dead girl has never put her fingers on that gun? Why did you lie about that?
I don't know.
Sure you do. Why did you lie in an official investigation where someone you know is dead and you have drugged their body out?
If they're dead.
You're not going to do that to me.
Not until you just said that the dead girls.
What?
Until you kept on saying the dead girl, and that's when I finally figured out that she was finally dead.
You think she's been alive all this time?
I don't know. All I know is she wasn't moving or nothing.
And she's gargling.
Huh?
That come out of your own mouth.
What?
You said she was gargling.
Yeah, she was.
And then she didn't. She was laying there, not moving and not breathing.
Yes.
What normally happens when somebody's gurgling and they quit breathing?
You know when you ask that deputy what happens when you shoot a deer and it gurgles? You know there ain't much life left in it. You know enough about that to know. Sure, you know she was dead. The point I'm trying to make here is, why did you lie to the investigators and lead them to believe that that girl had put her hands on that weapon when she had not even touched it? Why did you lie about that and mislead them and make them go and do extra work and me extra work? Why has it took the last 4 hours to try and get the truth out of you when you could have sat here and told us the whole story and be done with it? But yet every time I walk in with something, I'm going to do the gun residue. You add something more to your story. That is a lie. Why are you lying about this?
I don't want to go to YEC.
Why did you lie and tell those investigators that that dead girl put her hands on that weapon? Why did you say that to them? Why did you lead them to believe that? You know what? If you're scared, if you're really scared about what's going to happen to you, you better start telling the truth. You better start telling the whole truth. Because let me finish, because you know what? When I finally do go home tonight, My conscience is going to be clear that I gave you every opportunity, me and this man right here, sat here and gave you every opportunity to tell us the entire truth. That girl is at the GBI crime lab. I don't know what they're going to find. I don't believe you've told us the whole truth. I don't know if they're going to start cleaning her up and there's going to be a press contact wound right there that a weapon makes. I don't know that. In your mind, though, you know the truth. You know what's eventually going to happen when, just by the mere nature of it, it can't be done at night. It has to be done in the morning, when all the pathologists and all the people with PhDs and all that, when they come into work at 9 in the morning and they start looking at this girl, they're going to be able to tell us stuff that we just don't know tonight. So what all I have to depend on is, by the way you're acting and by the way you have misled these investigators, you have told them lie after lie after lie. And trust me, when the district attorney's office gets this,
they're going to eat you alive.
They're going to be concerned about all these lies. Well, why did he lie to y'all? Well, he told us, I don't know. That's not going to cut it. You need to tell me the truth. You need to tell me the whole truth, because when that body is cleaned up, when that house that nobody's going back into tonight or tomorrow except for us, till we get through sweeping it with a fine-tooth comb and we found the 9mm casing.
The investigator has positioned himself to be in Schmidt's personal space to make him uncomfortable. Sometimes people will respond by blurting out the truth to get the other person to move away.
We're going to have to wind up coming back to see you, because we're going to have evidence that proves what you've told us tonight. If your final version of what you say happened
dozens of zombies there
remains as it is.
Look at this.
I told the same guys who was just here
Well, I know you did, but it ain't the truth. And when that body is cleaned up, when that trajectory, when they take a rod and they put it through the hole, they're going to tell where you were at. I can't do that here. I don't have the math. I don't have the dial rods, and I don't have all that crap. When they start doing that, if you watch CSI, you know that alone is enough evidence.
Wow,
and when the DA's office gets a hold of this and say, well, was he helpful? Did he finally say, you know what, okay, dang, here's what happened. No, he sat there and just lied to us time after time. Here's the specific lies he told. Well, what did the scientific evidence prove? What did the evidence prove that some man has went 10 years to college and paid $60,000 to get up on the stand, and what he says is the God's honest truth and it could put you in jail? What is his opinion? Well, his opinion was it didn't happen like he said it did.
The physics on this bike is so bad,
you
bro.
through. If you let us leave this room, and we're going to be the last two people you talk to, if you let me and him leave this room with what you've told us right now, you're in for a long road. You need to man up. I can't change what's happened. I can't wave a magic wand. I can't make water go back under the bridge. What's happened has happened. You need to worry about what's going to happen to you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road. Right now, you're just focused on RYDC, YDC. We can't even get out of this room. We can't even get past this room to even try and worry about what might happen to you. I've been doing this for 25 years. Okay? He's been doing it just as long. I can tell just by the way you're acting. I can tell because you've said you have gave us so many lies. You made me go look for a rag that's even non-existent. You made me fingerprint a gun that don't even have the dead girl's prints on it. When you do that, you're trying to muddy the water. You're keeping me from the truth because you're making me go around this way. You need to tell me the truth about what happened. I don't know what happened. Tomorrow morning, about maybe 11, after they've done the autopsy and all that, they're going to do everything. Rape kit, check her fingernails, and they do all that. Standard autopsy stuff, do all the, put the lasers. I said dowel rods, that's old school. That stuff like they did back in his time. No, they use lasers and stuff nowadays. Okay? So, with all that in mind, knowing that if we leave here, only you know if you told me the truth. Only you know what that body's going to say when it's cleaned up. My God, this sounds like an episode of CSI, don't it? The dead body speaks. If we have to come back to you because you forgot to tell us something, or because you misled us, because you made some investigator work more hours than he should have when you could told the truth,
They're gonna cook
they're going to break it off of you. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. When all you had to do was say, you know what, guys, this is what happened.
Oh shit. Nice. It's clean. Probably got like five more. Doing good.
You know, since I am from the old school, like you said, if your only concern here is that you don't want to go to RYDC, you're afraid to go to RYDC, you're more afraid of going to RYDC than you are getting the truth out about this young girl, to me, you're a coward. If you're more concerned about going out there than you are bringing some kind of justice or some kind of rest to this girl, who is your so-called friend, you're more concerned of covering your butt. To me, you're nothing more than a coward.
I think he's a cold-blooded murderer. He's told way too many lies. 1, 2, I can understand. Out of fear of what's gonna happen, but multiple, he's told like 6 or 7 to 10. He just don't want to get caught.
So if you're ever gonna be a man, now's the time to step up.
This game's going pretty smooth.
Schmidt is tired and stressed, and he is finding it difficult to keep up with the new lies he has to tell for each question.
I am telling the truth now.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
See, here we go. All right. I'm fixing to leave. I've had enough.
Yeah, I've been at this for too long.
I promise you, just as sure as I'm sitting here, you're going to get.
He's only 14, so he'll be out when he's 21.
Because you're letting us leave this room.
It's craziness.
Knowing there's something in the back of your head going, oh God, I should have told them about that, or oh, I hope they don't find out about that. Who knows how we find out about stuff?
I ain't about nothing because I never did anything with her.
Dude, you have been sitting in here. Wait, what'd you just say?
Nothing like that.
Like what? What's that? Explain
like
it.
Like you were just saying, like
what?
Trying to do laser, clean up, finding stuff underneath their nails, anything like that.
All I'm saying is that the way you said that she was shot, if that's not true, those lasers are going to prove it. And you ain't. It's like a fingerprint. You ain't got a leg to stand on in court. You're screwed. That's where I think you're not telling me the truth, how she got shot. And you can either tell us now what really happened, or we can just wait till tomorrow. And again, you can make all these people do all this extra work when, like he said, man up, tell the truth.
They're going to do the work either way.
Let the DA's office know that, you know what,
many lies.
It's horrible, it's bad, it happened, but I'm trying to look at my future. Who do you think who do you think is the worst person that goes to court? Somebody that lies and lies.
A defendant for one.
And then it's proven in court that they lie because they sit up and go, I don't know. I don't know why I told those investigators she touched a gun. I don't know why I told them about that rag. I don't know why I told them all that. Dude, the judge, that's not going to work.
Alive.
That's not going to work. He's going to slam you for that. Oh, you don't know? Well, let me give you some time to think about it.
Oh,
sure
shit.
You know. You know why you've been lying all night. It's to cover something up. And we haven't uncovered that. If it was the truth, you would have never told all these lies.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Why did you tell the investigators that she touched the gun? Why did you put that gun in her hands?
In her hands.
why did you make the investigators think that her fingerprints were going to be on the gun that shot her in the head and killed her?
Potentially make it look like a Sue.
So make it look like
a Sue. Go ahead.
So make it look like she was involved in it, but she was involved in it, but she
that
didn't
makes
touch
sense.
it.
Then why tell the investigators she touched it?
Right.
I have no clue why I said that. Even though I shouldn't have said it, but I don't know why I said it.
Bang. We get it? We good?
Well, after I come in and said there wasn't any fingerprints on the gun, why did you make up the story about the rag?
Well, about the kitchen rag?
Yeah. The rag that didn't exist before I proved that her prints wasn't on the gun. Yeah, the rag you didn't tell them about till I come in and said her prints ain't on the gun. That rag.
Nah.
Why'd you make that lie up?
No, I first, before anything, that's what I first said them. Told them that before I was messing around with it, well, not before, I was still messing with it, and I was playing around with it, still trying to get that bullet out of it, see if it was loaded or not. So it didn't budge. So I went in the kitchen, grabbed a kitchen towel, and I was doing it.
Who'd you lay the gun down at?
On that little table.
What was she doing?
She was still on Facebook.
Okay, why did you go get a dish rag?
So I can see if I can like grip. Not grip.
Not sure if this is the
But you didn't tell him that the first time.
There is no good explanation for Schmidt's lies, and he knows that everything points to his guilt. He is doing everything he can to avoid admitting it outright.
You didn't tell him that the first time. But you know what? I got the rag. I got the rag. Right? You believe me?
I don't know. I can't say no or yes.
Does the rag exist?
Yes.
I have a rag. It was on the stove. You said you went to get the rag. When you were fooling around with the gun, you decided to get the rag because of why?
Then try to see if it will help it loosen up. If anything.
Give it more grip. Okay.
Try to see if it got stuck underneath it.
Was the rag on the gun when it went off?
No. I took it off because it wasn't helping, and then I took it off and I went and put it in the dirty the laundry basket, and I was still messing with it.
I thought you left it on top of the stove.
What?
The rag.
When I got done with it, I went and took it and put it in the dirty camper.
How to get from the dirty clothes hamper back to the stove?
This nigga's all over the place, bro.
You told the other investigators that at some point you put the rag back on the kitchen stove. That's where we found the rag, on the kitchen stove. Are you now saying you put...
I said I found the rag on the kitchen stove. Yes, I said that.
Okay.
I never did say anything about putting it back on there.
Okay, so once you figured out it wouldn't help you do what you needed to do with the gun...
I just took it and put it in the dirty clothes basket. That's all I did.
Then you walked back in to where she was at the computer.
Now I picked up the gun again. I was still fooling around with it. So I decided if it may need to be a little bit manhandle, I went to go grab it and go pull it back as hard as I could. And I pulled my hand on the trigger without knowing, and it went off.
Where's the clothes basket at that you put the rag?
In the bathroom.
And here's the thing you've got to understand, and we're about done. You can't put a rag on a gun and not be some kind of trace evidence.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna take every rag that's in that clothes hamper. Which clothes hamper and where's it at?
In the bathroom and the back bathroom.
In the back bathroom. We're gonna take those rags, and I can't do it tonight. If we don't find some type of gun oil, your skin, because you can't touch anything, but you watch CSI, you know how all that works. Well, half of that stuff, most of it is true. If there's not a rag in that basket that's got some kind of residue from that gun where you were juking and jiving on it, that's another lie. So you need to tell me right now if you want to take and waste my time looking for a rag that don't exist. Because I'm telling you, and you know, if you put your hands on that rag and especially wrap it around a firearm, there's going to be some kind of residue. You said you put it in a clothes hamper. There's people there at the house now. There'll be people there all night and tomorrow. I'm going to call them and tell them to go to the clothes hamper. Get every piece of rag out of there, everything. You might have misinterpreted the t-shirt for a rag. We're going to check every piece of cloth in that basket. We ain't going to find nothing, are we?
All I know is white. Whatever I grabbed it and I just jerked it back.
So there's a rag in that dirty clothes hamper that
Yes,
you
sir.
used to do that gun with.
Yes, sir. I ain't lying about that.
And it's white.
Yeah.
Might not be a dish towel. Might not be a washcloth.
It's just white. That's all I
But it was on top of the kitchen stove. That's where you got it.
Yes, sir.
So it might be a white t-shirt or something. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I don't. It may not. All
You
I
don't
did
know.
is grab it and I just put it on there. I was just jerking it back.
So you don't really know what it was.
All I did is grab it and I thought it may be a towel or a rag. And all I did is grab it and I was jerking it back. I ain't trying to say if it was or wasn't. 'Cause all I
What
know
was
is
or
on the
wasn't
stove.
what?
A towel or a dish rag.
You don't know what it was.
It's white.
And that's all. And I just grabbed it and I was just jerking it backwards.
Why didn't you call 911?
Hmm?
Why didn't you call 911 after she was shot in the head?
Because there was no phone.
Sure, there are phones in the house. There's 2 cordless and a cell phone in the house.
There was no cell phone.
Dude, there's
There's a
2
cordless phone.
cordless phones in the house.
There's no phone connections. They cut it off.
You still dial 911.
I didn't know that. But when I heard that they cut off phone, it's off for good.
She don't have a cell phone?
No, sir.
She don't have one.
That's only Amanda, but Amanda's on top of the road already.
Schmidt would have already had an explanation ready for why he couldn't call for help, as he knew that question would have come up even if his original story had been believed.
Wait for Chase to get off the bus.
Did you see her grabbing the curtains?
Huh?
Don't hum me. You heard me. Did you see her grabbing the curtains after you
Yes,
shot her?
and I was just waiting and seeing if she was all right, and I was just shaking her and seeing if she was all right, and she and just quit moving.
Why did you drag her out of the house? Why didn't you run out of the room as fast as you can down the road? Amanda! Amanda! Oh my God! Oh my God, Amanda! Why didn't you do that?
Because I didn't want to get in trouble with them and their relationship with me and my family. I didn't want to ruin that.
You're so full of crap. You
No, it's
stink.
not full of crap.
Yes, you are.
So, what you've done is not reversible. You've shot her. That's not reversible. You're not God, and you can't make it and take it back. How did you think dragging her into the woods was going to somehow cover up what you did? Oh, that's right. You made up the lie about the intruder. Why'd you do all that?
So it don't look like all the fingers would point at me. And now it just countered back and it did. It made me feel awful.
You shot her.
I
You
didn't
should
mean
feel
to.
awful. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for word. I'm gonna tell you what, Phil.
So you're sitting here telling me that I shot her on purpose?
No.
Because I didn't mean to. It was
No,
all
no,
an
no, no, no.
accident.
No, no, no,
You
no,
said
no.
it didn't. It wasn't.
Are you gonna let me finish, please? I did not say you shot her on purpose. I said you have not told us the entire truth about what happened. Whatever that truth may be, I don't know. But you've not told us the entire truth about this whole story.
How far past the burn pile did you throw the gun?
You know where?
Damn. All right. So
There's this. Where the
There's
truck
this.
is
What is this?
Where the truck is sitting.
When I went out there, the truck is parked right here.
Yes.
Lana was down there. Truck's parked right here. You got a path that goes up
Yes,
that way
go
and a path that goes down that way.
Path that's beside the truck.
Going down the hill or going straight out in front of it?
Going straight out.
All right, so how far out? Don't sit here and jerk me around,
No.
dude.
You want to draw a picture? You want to draw a picture?
If I can, if you don't mind.
You done had the chalkboard in here.
They
That ain't
took
help.
it out.
Well, it didn't help when it was in here.
I'm done. When it's done. Alright, stream. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Those are good games. Good runs.